Hello, it's Tyler's Tarot in the house. Hi, and I'm headed to your reading today. I done changed the whole song up. Hey, hey. It's one of those nights. It's an insomniac read. Okay, this is for this is a reading for the insomniacs out there in my audience. So, hello. So I'm gonna look into what's going on with you right now. Let's see if we can pick up on some stories here. You have to stop wasting your time in reverse. So there's something you've been aware that you've been wasting your time on, and now you're ready to totally get it out of your energy. Although some of you are still expecting some type of communication from this person, I think that you've been aware for a while now with the stop wasting your time in reverse that you need to stop wasting your time. You've been aware of it for a while, and I think they're slowly but surely seeping up out of your energy. All right, but I think a part of you I don't even think it's that as a. I don't even think a part of you is. Some of you are waiting on a message from this person, but for some of you, it's not even that you're really that focused on a message from them. It's just like I think you can expect one. All right. I kind of also feel like they want to know how interested or if you're still interested in them or not. So that it may be a if they messaged you just to be to test if you're really in it anymore, like in it to what I'm saying. That's what it would be sort of for. I think what was happening in the past, you stopped wasting your time on someone who couldn't get it out. All right, they couldn't get their emotions out to you. It felt like you were waiting and waiting for the vulnerability to start, and it never did. All right. Um, you can expect. I think that you can expect a call or a message from them. It looks like it'll be unexpectedly when you'll get a call or a message, like sort of out of the blue. Michael Martinez, shout out, shout out, shout out to you. Um, I do feel like for some of you, I'm actually gonna look into new love. Let's see. What about new love? What about new love? Is there any new love energies here? Well, really, it's asking you to focus on getting a new home, a new car, or just focus. This is the prosperity card. So maybe it's asking you to put love aside for the time being. Singles, it's asking you to put love aside for the time being. There may be practical things you need to focus on, like maybe a new car, a new home, or housework, remodeling, decorating a home, or getting your home or your foundation in the right spot. Because I feel like for some of you, that should be a main priority for you. If it's not, you got two cards come out for that. Let's see. Yeah, you got the new lover reverse. It's just not here yet because I think there's other things. Even if you're focused on someone right now, it may not be the time to focus on that connection if you're dealing with one right now, or if there's a potential you have on your mind. You may need to get your all your ducks in a row before you just you see what I'm saying? And it feels like a new lover is on the horizon for you. It's just taking a little bit of time. And I think that anybody, what about anybody they'd be focused on right now? So for the single ones that may have somebody that's on their mind right now, what can you expect with that? Stop wasting your time. Again, as I was getting, if there is already somebody in your vicinity, you need to focus on you. Why do they need to stop wasting their time on that? It could be that they're long distance from you, or you're just going to notice that they're being distant and emotionally kind of aloof in a sense. You may notice that. So whether it's long distance as an issue between you and this person, or if it's um, just a distance in general, you can be emotionally distant from someone, or they're acting that way at least. But I feel like a new lover is on the horizon. There's an energy here of okay, there's somebody here feels like you got away from them, missed opportunity in love, and it's a front they like you is basically clarifying it. So whoever missed an opportunity with you, they were so focused on fronting like they didn't like you and putting this aloof front up that you got away from them. Maybe they wasn't stepping up when the time was right. You got to get while the getting is good, right? And so I feel like this person is wallowing in the fact that they missed out on you and the fact that they kept fronting like they didn't like you when they actually did caused you to be a missed opportunity in their life. All right, that's the way I'm coming up with the story. Thanks for 999, Vicky. Appreciate that. And I think that that's something that they ponder about. But what I find so strange is I still see them keeping this front up. So it's like they're sitting there upset about something that was missed between you two, but they still don't plan to take that front off and show vulnerability. So they're just not doing that. That's what it's telling me. With that being, thank y'all for the compliments. Appreciate that. That's what I'm getting. Now let's look into tarot and see what tarot has to say. Let's get off the Tyler's tarot cards. Let's do tarot. We're going to look into how people may see you. How do people see my collective? How do people see my collective? How y'all doing? I do have toilet paper, yes. People have asked me that so many times, but I do have toilet paper. Hey, ATX2. Hey, Mary Lee. Hey, y'all. Hey, Wawa. Love you too. Thank you so much. How do people see you? The Eight of Swords. People may be noticing how distant you've been towards them. There is a person that knows that if it's a love situation, the person feels like you're distant right now, distant from them. They feel like there's somebody here that's arrogant, thinking you're thinking about them. They think that you're thinking about how you two. It's almost because I feel like this is a love situation, because I don't think anybody platonic would come up as Ace of Cups, or they would see you as the Ace of Cups reverse and the World reverse. So there's somebody here, whether you're feeling like this or not, their perception of you is that you're in your head about them and that you can't let them go. So there's somebody here that thinks that you have unfinished business with them or a lack of closure, and their impression of you is that you're in your head about them. So they're so arrogant to think that you're all about them. You know, you eat, sleep, and shit them, basically, is what, from their perspective, how they may think that you feel. Or that you're, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for the 22, love and balance. Appreciate that. Thanks for the 5, my angel. Thank you. Thank you, Vicky, again. Appreciate that. So they think you're in your head about them. In fact, that it's kind of like they feel like you sleep, eat, and shit them. That's their perception. And this person, I really feel arrogant from this person because they think that you're in your head about them. It's almost as they feel like you have feelings for them, or that you have a lot of emotions for them that you're keeping to yourself. They also feel like you can't let them go. So I feel like there's somebody here that knows or feels from their perspective that you can't let them go. And in fact, I would go as far as to say they think you have either one, a secret crush on them if you haven't told them, but if they know you have feelings for them, that they're just expecting you to reach out or to be communicative soon. So they may be expecting that from you. This person does know that they put you through a lot of shit. I think this person is aware that they put you through a lot because they see you as somebody who wouldn't give them a second chance, which makes me think that basically they're aware that they put you through some things. They're aware of that, but they know you have a lot of feelings for them. So at least this person, whoever this is, although I do feel like they're a bit arrogant, I think they're also aware that they put you through some things, because it's telling me they see you as somebody that probably wouldn't give them a second chance. And like I said, that leads me to believe that this person knows that they put you through bullshit. And they may be under the impression, whether they're around you or not, I don't know. They may be under the impression that you wouldn't let them back in and or give them a second chance based off their behaviors that they distributed when you were around them, or behaviors they distributed in the past. And so that's what it's telling me. All right. Pet reading. Let's do a pet reading. You're right. Let's do it. Let's do it. How do you view this person that sees you like that? Let's ask that. The Hangman reverse. You see them as somebody who won't change. You know they're coming back around to you. So you know they're not going from your life permanently. You see them as the 5 of Pentacles reverse, the Hangman reverse, and the 10 of Swords reverse. So you think that this person's going to come back or make an upheaval pretty soon, or at any point now you think that they're going to come back around, but you're also aware this is someone who it tends to be on and off with, or that's the potential it would be, is just on and off. It almost feels like you expect that when they come back around, or when they return, you don't expect it to go anywhere. You in fact think that it's going to be a situation that starts up again and stops, or you feel like it's going, as soon as it starts up again, it's going to stop again as fast as it started. You see what I'm saying? So it feels like you know this connection with this person who saw you like that in that previous spread. It's almost if you know this is somebody who isn't long term because of their inconsistencies and their inability to change. So you know they're not. You know that when they come back your way, they're still going to be the same person you knew them to be before. It's almost if you expect that. And you also know that it's going to be something that's on and off and probably wouldn't stick around long, basically. All right, let's do pet reading. How does your pet see you? How does your pet see you? Here we go with this shit. Your pet may have done some things recently. The immediate story I pick up on is that they feel like you're holding back. So they may think that they may have did some things recently to where they think that you're upset with them about it. Like they know that you have love for them, or they know that you're somebody they love. But they may have did some things. Your pet may have did some things, or may have had some behaviors recently that, and they may think that you are still harboring some type of feelings about that towards them. So it's a pet here that thinks that you're kind of judging things they do, because they see you as a judgment reverse, or either they're judging you, which so I feel like in a sense there's a pet here that feels like you're holding back from them, that maybe you're upset about something they did or something they're doing. I don't know if you're judging behaviors they do, if you're nitpicking something they're doing, but they're seeing that you're nitpicking them about it, or that you've nitpicked them about it, whether it's past or present. Like they know you still love them, but they may feel like you're judging them about things they do. They feel like you two are on and off. They feel like you two are, one minute you're good, they're stressed about how on and off you two are. Or I'm too fucking tired to laugh, but it's like that's what I get. I feel like there's this energy of them feeling like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but they may feel like you're judging things they're doing a little harshly, or they feel a bit judged. They may feel like you prejudge, or not prejudge, but you judge a lot. They feel like you've been kind of not yourself lately. I ain't got time for that shit. I ain't got time for it. But I feel like that's how your pet feels, if it makes any sense. So if you know that's your story, then that's how they feel. All right? Okay. How does your neighbors see you? How does your neighbors see you? Some of your neighbor is stalking you or watching. You got the Page of Swords reverse that flew up by itself. Why do they see you? Again, it came out again. Page of Swords reverse. There's a neighbor that used to stalk you a lot or watch you a lot. They're watching you less now, but they still keep tabs. So I think that they used to watch you. It's telling me why it's all happening is the Page of Swords reverse. It's in the position of why it's all happening. So there's a neighbor here that used to watch you a lot, or really watch who came in and out, or basically they watched activity going on at your house, or maybe they like looked out. I get this energy of somebody looking out the blinds, looking at you, or looking at your house. I'm not saying they're like a peeping Tom. What I'm saying is there's a neighbor here that it came out twice. I just said Page of Swords reverse and it comes out again. So I feel like there's a neighbor here that is very nosy about you. They used to watch you more than they do now, is what it wants to say. They don't watch you as much as they used to, but they're still keeping somewhat of a tab on you. All right, is what it's telling me. There may be a little bit of like a deep-rooted attraction they have to you. I want to say deep-rooted attraction, or like a low-key attraction. This is a neighbor that you probably would have had a run-in with. It doesn't feel like one that's just lurking and you never had any type of interaction. There's a neighbor here that you were about to start a friendship with or a connection with. They felt like that connection didn't get off the ground, so there's still interest on their level from their behalf. There's still interest there. It feels like they got attraction to you because they have the King of Wands. They're watching you. Although I don't think they watch you as much as it's like they had hopes of a little thing with you, or hopes of a, I don't know if it's a friendship or if it was a hope of a connection of some sort. And they used to be really heavily interested, but they've become less interested. But it's still there to a certain degree, but not to the point it used to be when it first began to, go somewhere, or when it blossomed. This neighbor actually may already be involved or married, or they may already have involvement in other things, but they've had their eyes on you. I think this person is either one, married, or they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, because they're coming up the love triangle. So there's interest they had in you. Yeah, they are a cheater type, obviously, because I feel like they're not somebody that you would want to entertain, quite frankly. But I feel like there's a neighbor that may be in they may be married or involved, and I think that they had an attraction or a thing for you, but they don't really have that attraction as much as they used to. It feels like the crush or the attraction is to a lesser degree. You see what I'm saying? It's not to the degree it used to be or the intensity as it used to be. It feels like it's something that's kind of faded out a little bit. All right, is what it's telling me. I think there's still a little bit of interest there. Am I married or involved? I'm single. I'm single for life. I've been single my whole life. I thought y'all knew this. If you have any type of, okay, for the small percentage people, for a percentage of you, if you had some type of hopes between you and a neighbor, you need to put that to the side because there's somebody else for you that may be long term. You need to put that aside. But if you didn't have any attraction, then don't worry. But I feel like if you're single in general, and if this is your story, there's a relationship coming along for you in the year of 2020. All right. So this neighbor still watches, but not to the degree they used to. Yeah. I think either it will come out. Okay. What I'm getting is if this is your story, you'll either find out proof positive that they've been watching you. There's going to be some clarity you get. Maybe you catch them in the act, or there's somebody that tells you about it, or you may find out. I'm getting some of you may get a letter, or even if it's not a letter, it feels like there's going to be some type of, what do you call it? What do you call it? Call it red-handed? Red-handed. Like where you get some type of info or clarification or confirmation that what you know is actually happening. So I don't know if it's like a message you get or if it's something that comes in. All right. I hate to tell y'all that because there'll be a bunch of scared people out there. Let's see. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Okay. How does your coworkers see you? Your coworkers are people you work with. So even if you're not employed by somebody, if you're self-employed, how do people you work with? So you may have affiliations with people. How do people that you work with view you? People think that you have emotional problems going on that you haven't let go of. I don't know if it's a relationship they feel you're not letting go of, or if it's emotional problems you're not letting go of. Some of you that think you have addictions, they may suspect you have addictions, or that you were having a connection, a problem with a connection. I don't know if you told these coworkers that, or they just suspect that there's something emotionally going on with you that you can't let go of. I don't know if you have like family issues you told them about, or issues on the emotional level that you told them about. They're kind of seeing you kind of shut off. They may feel like you have some problems going on and you're not yourself lately. All right, so that's what it's telling me. You may be coming off different to folks. They feel like you're obsessed with money. So there's some coworkers here that feels like you're obsessed with money. I want to go as far as to say they feel like you would do anything to get ahead. So there may be some coworkers here that may think, the reason I say that, because the devil and the king of pentacles, I got the phrase in my head, anything to get ahead. So there may be some coworkers or people you work with that see you as somebody who they feel will do anything to get to the top. These storylines tonight are off the chain, aren't they? So they see you as somebody who would do anything to get to the top. They also see how good you're doing, or I feel like this is for people that are really doing good in their job, and their coworkers are seeing them as like competition in a sense, or somebody who knows what they want, and that you would do anything to get to the top. Like you come off as somebody who's very obsessed with getting to their highest level, and you come off like that. But they also feel like, I don't know if you've told these coworkers about love issues, romantic issues, family issues, anything that you may have divulged to your coworkers, or anything they may have come to find out about, something emotional that you can't walk away from. They're talking about that, or they may be discussing it amongst others about your marital woes, relationship woes, or woes about family problems or dysfunctions in the emotional arena. All right, is what it's telling me. So they may be talking about some type of situation. All right, is what it's telling me. I get a little bit of a competition vibe here going on. I don't know if they see you as their competition or somebody they feel will do anything to get to the top. All right, like you just come off as very goal oriented, and you would go to like numerous links to get to that goal. Or you come off as very obsessed with getting to a certain level in your job or your career. All right, or what you do for work. If it doesn't make sense, oh well. Okay. I'm I'm doing half off the top of my head and half cards tonight. I'm literally taking whatever. As soon as I lay the card down, I'm taking whatever sense I get, and I'm not second guessing it. So if you like this style, the half cards, half off the top of my head, then maybe I'll incorporate it more. But usually I try to rely more on the cards and not add my own input. But it's like half and half tonight. So okay, Grandma Shannon, how you doing? Thank you, ATX. Appreciate it. Okay, how do your kids see you? I should have called this the insomniac read. How do your kids view you? They feel like right now you're busy. Your kids may feel like you're okay. There's a child here that sees you as somebody who's guilty, or they may feel like you're carrying the burden of some type of guilt. Maybe you were. I don't want to say this. That's why I stopped doing kids readings, but or readings how your kid sees you. There may be a kid here that feels like you may harbor some type of guilt or some type of maybe there was ways when you I want to say it's like they feel like you have something you should be guilty about or feel guilty about or that you should feel bad about. Like they may feel like from their perspective that you have some type of guilt about maybe how you were as a parent or things you may have did as a parent. Like that's what I kind of get because the Seven of Swords reverse talks about guilt, the burden of guilt. So and then you got the burden card with it. So your kid may see you as somebody who is feels guilty about some parenting woes you may have had or whatnot. See, I don't do. This is their perspective. Keep in mind, man. Some of you are distant from your kids, or it feels distant. Like there's a distance here. 1 second. They feel like you've thrown your hands up. There may have been times in their childhood, your kid, like where maybe you said you wanted to give up, or you're tired of being a parent, or there was things you did that came off as kind of suspect as a parent. They feel like you've given up on them, or that you that maybe some of you they may feel abandoned, or like they were not taken care of to the extent they should have been taken care of. I'm getting because the Seven of Swords reverse is my card of guilt, and that's how they're seeing you. And maybe, especially for some of you that have a kid that's at a long distance, if your kid's at a distance from you, whether it's long distance or whatnot, like I feel like this is how they see you. I think they feel like you're ignoring them at times. Oh my goodness, this is like, what the hell is this? This is why I stopped doing the parent and kids reads because it was coming off some crazy shit, and I had a few people say, "Don't do those no more; those are bad." But this is I'm just going to do it. People ask, I bring it. So that's what it feels like. It feels like they think you're distant from them, and there's some things that you need to apologize for, or things that you need to address. They feel like you're carrying this burden. You may not even feel like this. This is maybe how they see you. They feel like you're burdened and that you're burdened by some guilt, or that you should be burdened by guilt about a situation. I'm gonna put it out there. If it's not your story, oh well. All right. How does a past person feel about you right now? Bye, Virgo. You don't like if it ain't your story. I'm not gonna be yelling at y'all tonight. It's too late to be ranting and raving at 4 a.m., 4 a.m. All right. Okay. How does your past person feel about you? That card flew out, so let's go with it. You've gotten your mojo back. Your past lover feels like they're no bearing to you. You don't come off as somebody who is really you don't really come off as somebody who is kind of burdened by this past lover still. You come off as somebody who's gotten their confidence. You've gotten your mojo back. You just they see you as the Page of Cups reversed. Like maybe I feel like you're really open to communicating with them, or just open to feeding this anymore. They may feel like you've gotten your mojo back and that you're not really. They think you're dating others too. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. Your past person thinks that you're fooling around. You see you as the King of Wands reversed and the Queen of Wands upright. So they see you as somebody who's gotten their mojo back. They may feel like you got another option. They may think that you're dating others. They may suspect this. This may be in the theater of their own mind, but they're seeing you as somebody who has involvement, possibly. Maybe they feel like you're too attractive to not be involved because the Queen of Wands, bye Donna, bye Donna. It's always them one with them country ass names to come in here talk shit. Take your country ass back to the motherfucking, please. Donna. All right, Queen of Wands upright, Page of Cups reversed, King of Wands reversed. So they may think that you're, like I said, that you're too attractive to be, or that you, I don't care honestly, but they may feel like you're too attractive to not be involved. So maybe even if you're not involved, they may suspect you are. So they feel like somebody like you wouldn't be single for long, or like, you know what I'm saying? You got what I'm saying? Because they don't feel like you're being communicative with them. So that's what I kind of get. What is their future actions towards you? This, yeah. If it started between you two, it would end just as fast as it started. So if it started back up, you'd notice how it wouldn't last long. You'd be kicking yourself in the ass for going along with it, and you'd be upset because you'd waste your time again. You see what I'm saying? So don't fall into that trap. If you happen to run into this person or whatnot, or they come back, you kick yourself in the ass for feeding it again because you'd be upset because it'd end just as fast as it started, and you'd be right back to where you were before. So don't even open up that wound, quite frankly. But I do think that they think that you're someone who wouldn't be single for long, whether you're dating or not. They may suspect that, oh, you got your mojo back, and that you wouldn't be single for long, or you'd be nabbed up quickly. So I feel like they think that they may suspect. I get a little bit of jealousy. Problems this person used to have, or possessive problems. They think that you wouldn't be single for long, or that you wouldn't be off on the market for long. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. So, okay, I think I'm done for the night, y'all. I think I'm done for tonight. I need to get in the bed. I need to get in the bed. With that being said, y'all have a good one. And there could be a past person that thinks that you played them. I got a little side storyline. The reason because that King of Wands reverse, them seeing you, is that if there was an ex, this is for a small percentage of you, and I didn't want to say it in the read because I didn't want to look kind of like it was, all right. If there was an ex that you may have had more going on for you than they had going for themselves, they may feel like, I kind of feel like this person had a lot of insecurity problems, whether they acted arrogant or not. They had insecurities about you being with them. Maybe they thought you was too good for them. That's what I kept getting. And maybe they feel like, why would you have settled down for them or whatnot? Like you may have come off as too good for them. And that's another story I got. All right, so they may be having they had insecurities when they were with you because you had yourself together, you had things going for you. And that's what I kept getting, because the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, I'm like, okay, that's what they may see. So they may have had insecurities about that. You see what I'm saying? With that being said, y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.